Hello everyone, this is Ming Jong. Welcome to today's market analysis for the S&P 500 in-minutes futures for the session of 26th of August. In this video, I am going to show you the market recap during the last session and 3 trade reviews in the 3 minutes time frame, which I will include the entry, the exits, and the rationale behind. And in these trade reviews, I will focus on how I actually had 2 losses and only 1 win, yet still end up profitable. And going forward, I will cover the buyers, key levels, and also my trading plan for the session later. Alright, so let's just get started. As we can see in this daily chart for the S&P 500, so yesterday was another bullish day. So we have this bullish bar here, very similar to the previous day and similar volume as the past 4 trading days as well. So nothing's threatening so far yet. And let me just dive into the hourly time frame and we'll elaborate a bit more on what's happening on yesterday's session. So we can see that yesterday was a bullish day, but we have a reaction during the first 2 hours of the US opening session. And prior to that, we have seen that the Asian session had a rally followed by consolidation. Nothing very threatening apart from this sign of weakness bar followed by a weak rally up. And during the US session, we have seen some reaction down. Supply increases, yet did not able to push the price down. In fact, if you take a closer look, it just tested the previous supporting level, which was the level that I was monitoring. So if you recall in my video yesterday, I do talk about potential long scenario if we can just rebound from this region, the supporting area here. So another scenario that I was looking was the bearish scenario, which it did happen and materialize once it break down from this 3 minutes time frame trading range, which I'm going to show you right now with the trade reviews. So if you guys have been watching my videos, you will know that 3 trades per day definitely is very much or a lot to me. Usually I just had 1 to 2 trades, usually just 1 per day. That's quite a lot as well. And sometimes I just do not have any single trade in a day. So 3 trades in a day is just a bit unusual for me. So let's just take a look what's happening for yesterday's session. So as you can see in this 3 minutes chart, I have already marked this up. So the first entry or the first trade was during the London session. So just right after I finished recording my video yesterday, I do talk about potential short scenario after the breakdown of this 3 minutes trading range. So as you can see that we have a 3 minutes trading range here, and prior to that, that's rally was started from the Asian session, and subsequently we have this change of character that sets up the trading range environment. Although it's a very shallow trading range or tight trading range, still we have this kind of the uptrust action and followed by this sign of weakness. So this is a relatively straightforward trade because we just need to recognize this sign of weakness. So this is the greatest down wave that we have ever seen if we compare to this change of character or even this, or this one. So this is definitely the greatest down wave that we've ever seen out from this trading range. And look at what happened next. So it did have a weak rally up, and it just fall nicely, just barely tested the resistance area. So pretty much, I think this is quite a no-brainer trade for me, despite end up become a minor losing trade or just slightly break even. So my entry was here just right after the close of this reversal bar. So the logic behind was based on this sign of weakness. So this is the sign of weakness breakdown from this trading range, and subsequently we have witnessed the inability to rally up. In fact, if you take a closer look, it probably just kind of tested the previous resistance area, the support turn resistance area, and with this rejection tail, and subsequently had this reversal bar here. So what I did was to enter a short entry right after the close of this bar. So this is based on a sign of weakness followed by a inability to rally up. So what I actually anticipated was actually a reaction down to the supporting area that I was looking at around 3420 to 3430. However, you can see that just right after the close of this small bearish bar, we have this kind of the capitulation bar, yet did not have any kind of the downside follow through. So definitely not good for me. I've been just sitting around and watching for around 1 hour. So you can see that. In fact, the price just quickly come back and kind of just hang around here. So I just waited for about 1 hour and decided to close my trade at around break even or just minor losses, about maybe minus 0.1 or at most minus 0.2 reward to risk ratio. So instead of taking the full minus 1R at around 34.42 here, I just exit the trade a bit earlier. So that saved me some bullets, because if I just wait a bit longer, then I will be stopped out at around 6:45 p.m. my time here. So definitely the first trade was a losing trade. But anyway, let me just drag down a bit further. So we can see that right after this sign of weakness developed, we did not have any kind of the immediate follow through to the downside, which I anticipated. In fact, what it is actually developing was a upsloping trading range. So you can see that this is an upsloping trading range. So we kind of just bouncing up and down, traveling within this upsloping trading range until around 8 p.m. my time or 8:15 here. We have this kind of the upthrust type of action, and followed by the reaction that breaks the upsloping trading range. So this is the first change that I detected. So this is a weakness to me. So if this is a sign of weakness, what I would like to see is actually the inability to rally up. But this rally actually looks not that bad. So definitely I'm still watching and monitoring at the moment. So let me zoom in a bit, and yeah, we can see the clean and clear volume here. So you can see that this rally actually just kind of hits the middle of the trading range here, subsequently have another retracement, but it did not actually break down and create a lower low. In fact, it just had a higher low here. So far still no action for me yet, because what I actually anticipated was another rally, because it can just go back up and go back to test the high of the trading range here. So what happened next? In fact, what we get is actually a very weak rally here. So if we compare to this rally, this one is definitely a shorter up wave. So the up wave is getting shorter. First, we have this attempt to rally up. Second, we have a weaker rally. So definitely, I think the bull is getting tired and supply is dominating. And at that time, I just still waiting, and I want to see a break of the prior swing low here to create the weakness. So this is pretty much a breakout trade. And I was a bit tempted to enter it here, because I think this is one of kind of the bar with the close that actually committed at the lowest point. If we take the past 10 bars, maybe if we compare just these two alone, so the close is definitely lower than here. I think is exactly same as this hammer bar here. But anyway, to play on a safe side, I just waited 2 more bars to wait for the breakdown, which is right here. So this is definitely the breakdown from this upsloping trading range here. So definitely the context is, first of all, we have a bearish context, down wave, the biggest down wave, followed by this kind of the trading range, upsloping type. And we have seen another sign of weakness, inability to rally, one attempt, second attempt with a smaller up wave. And finally, we have this kind of the confirmation breakdown bar here with the increasing of the supply. So I think this is definitely a no-brainer to short here right after the close of this bar for me. So I just shorted here after the close of this bar. And subsequently, because look at the time here, this is around 21:18, which is 9:18 p.m. my time. So it's just right before the US opening. And the US opened at about 9:30 p.m. my time. So I just anticipated this kind of the down move, and right after the close of the first 3 minutes candle at 9:30 p.m. So I just closed my position with a reward to risk ratio. Let me see, I think it's around 2.4. So that's definitely a good trade for me, profitable. And I think the timing is great as well, just short right after the close of this breakout bar. Because my reason to close the trade was, if you look at the line here, the orange line together with the dotted line plus this blue line. So this is actually, I think, the day low, non-RTH low, together with this structure low. So this is the 3420 to 3430. So it just pretty much close to the supporting area, which I actually anticipated a bounce or support from the area around 3420 to 3430. So I just lock in my trade, lock in my profit here. And subsequently, okay, here is the third trade here. So first of all, if we just take a look at the US opening, let me just analyze a bit here. We have this reaction down here, and followed by a flat movement, a range, and we have another leg down here, and that's with the increasing of the volume. But subsequently, you can see that we are losing the downside momentum. If we compare to this down wave, another down wave. So this is a down wave. So you can see that the down wave is getting shorter, and in terms of the thrust to the downside is getting shorter as well. So we have shortening of the downward thrust plus the down wave. So definitely, I think the momentum to the downside is getting exhausted. So I actually anticipated a sign of strength rally or change of character to confirm my bias. So here comes this rally. So this is definitely, let me zoom in a little bit here. Okay, this is definitely the greatest rally that we have ever seen. First of all, if we just take this up wave here and compare it to this or even this is definitely the greatest up wave that we have ever seen, and followed by this shallow type of the reaction. So instead of doing this type of the reaction, this type of reaction, or even this sort of reaction, we have this shallow horizontal type of the consolidation as a reaction. So definitely, I think this is a change of character to me. So I just prepare to long. So what I would like to see is actually a confirmation bar, which comes at this bar here. So what I do is actually to long right after during the breakout session. So I just enter long when the candle is still evolving and break above this, because I have actually seen the increase of the demand in the lower time frame. I think it's a 1 minute time frame. So I just enter it right here. But as you can see, there isn't any upside follow through. In fact, we just fail to overcome this prior swing high level here. So a bit of a rejection tail, not very threatening, but still able to stop me out right at this hammer bar here. So I was stopped out at that position, and it was relatively late at my time zone here, around 11:40. So let's see what happened next. So you can see that just right after this reaction that stopped me out, so we have this increasing of the supply level with this kind of the reaction. So I actually anticipated a test. So here comes the test, and this is the test, a successful test with the decreasing of the supply. So I think the right timing, or the profitable timing for me, should be right after the test of this reaction here, and followed by the reversal bar here. And this could be the profitable trade. And if I were to wait until around 12:20 my time, 12:20 a.m. my time zone here, then probably I could take that trade and ride the uptrend. So this could be the whole trade, but nevertheless, I did not catch that. I was stopped out here. So despite having two losses, so this is a full -1R reward loss, plus the previous loss is very minor, about -0.1 or 0.2, I would say. But this trade, the profitable trade, this trade here, this is a profitable trade which was around 2.4R, that actually had a profitable overall trade with around 1.3 or 1.2. So that actually shows that an early exit, when we recognize we are in the wrong trade or wrong timing, to exit early is very important. And to maximize the profit, to have aim to at least have around 2 reward to risk ratio. But usually I think my reward to risk ratio is only between 1 to 2R, because this is something that we can't really control when we manage the position. But the losses is definitely that we can control. So the maximum losses at most is -1R or even lesser. Like this case is about -0.1 or -0.2 to take the early losses. All right, so yeah, I think we are running a bit late here. Let me just quickly get down to the hourly time frame and talk about the current situation. So right now, I don't think there is much changes to the situation, because we are still currently within this trading range. What I'm actually anticipating is still pretty much the same as yesterday. Looking to long on rebound around the supporting area at 3420 to 3430. So right here. So if you can just come back, have another kind of the reversal similar to yesterday, then that will become my long entry. Similarly, for the immediate resistance level, definitely watch out for the swing high level. It's been tested twice. Well, maybe this time will break out, but who knows? Let's just look forward to the later session. All right, so this is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it and get something useful out from my video. And if you like it, just click like and also hover to my name or picture to follow me. And do remember to subscribe to my channel so that you get instant notification of my future video ideas. So as usual, if you have any kind of the comments, suggestions, or trade ideas you'd like me to have a look or share with me, feel free to comment it below. And I will reply to you. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.